question number 5, we need to make sure that we understand the exponential growth formula. And the formula looks like this. We have the ending amount is equal to the starting value, however many things that you start with. You multiply that with the growth factor, how fast it grows, and that growth factor has an exponent of the number of growth cycles, how often we apply that growth factor. So here we take a look at 5a. It talks about the number of insects. It doubles every month. So the doubling part of this represents our growth factor. That represents the growth factor. Our growth cycles then is going to be every month. So that's going to relate to our growth cycles. The 3,000 insects is what we're starting with. And we're calculating the end amount. So it's going to end up with 100,000 insects. So that's our ending amount. So our equation is going to look like this. 100,000 is our ending amount. And that's equal to the starting value. In this case, it's 3,000. Do that in our green here. The growth factor works out to be times 2. So we're going to double every month. So that represents our growth cycle, so our growth factor, and our growth cycles are every month. So in this case, we'll say X, and that represents the number of months. Okay, so that X there represents the number of months. So we're going to graph this equation, and the graph's going to look like this. So the 100,000 we're going to graph as one Y value. And the 3,000 2 to the power x, we're going to graph as another value, and we end up with a graph that looks like this. Okay, so there's our 100,000 along here. Okay, that's our 100,000. This is our exponential growth, and where they intersect then is going to give us the amount of time it takes. So it's just over 5. In this case, if we take a look at that, it's going to be looks like 5.06 months. So that value here where they intersect, and we can do this on our graphing tool. Again, if you do this on Desmos, you can find that intersection point. That's going to represent 5.06. In this case, it's years.